Perfectionism. If you're anything like me, you're a perfectionist, and it can be rather hindering on your success in whatever you want to do in life. And so I'm going to try to make a one-take video on perfectionism and how I've learned or am learning how to manage that. So one of the best pieces of advice I ever heard about perfectionism from somebody was actually from an engineer who said this, and I'm sure some of you have heard this before, that perfectionism prevents productivity. And I think for those of us who are perfectionists, the rut that we continually get stuck in is the fact that whatever we're doing or whatever we're trying to accomplish, the end product doesn't really line up with the vision that we have in mind for that. For example, recording this video, I am confident that there's going to be plenty of things about it that I do not like. But if you just try, you're going to make a lot more progress and you're going to learn along the way. And I'm not really sure why we become perfectionists. I think it's because, well, for me, I think it's because I've always had high standards, which I think we all should have. I mean, why in the world should you have low standards? That's not something to aim for. So what's my remedy? Well, from what I've heard from all of my friends and people in my life who are very much not perfectionists, just try. You're better off trying to do something new or attempting to do that which you are wanting to accomplish than by not trying at all. Hence this video. Because for the longest time, I've been wanting to learn how to record videos on YouTube. If you have something you want to do right now, get up, give it a shot, and go at it. There's one more video that comes to mind when I think about perfectionism. It was actually from Hank Green on the Vlogbrothers, and I could put a link to this video in the description. But Hank was once asked how he gets so much stuff done, and he said that his rule is 80%. If I remember correctly, he said something along the lines of one person's 80% is another person's 100%. So give it a watch and consider that the fact that you're trying to do something that you find worthwhile, you're making progress towards that ideal 100%, which quite frankly does not exist, right? We're all in process. We're all growing. The idea of something being perfect, it doesn't exist, and no matter what you do. But improvement's a real thing. Will you ever get to that perfect? No, but heck, you'll be better at whatever you're doing or trying to do if you just try and give yourself the grace to fail forward or make mistakes along the way. Again, at least you're making progress. So how do you handle perfectionism? Get out there, try something new, allow yourself to make mistakes, because think about it, you're not going to get upset with somebody if they don't do something perfect. At least I don't think you should. So why on earth would you do that to yourself? Give yourself the space to learn in order to grow. Get out there, try. Remember, perfectionism prevents productivity. And that's my imperfect video on perfectionism. I'm out.